How's it going, guys? I'm Sean. Welcome to Boken Inc., where I'll be teaching you how to release your inner geek one video at a time. This video today is going to be a short review or overview of SyFy's new show Krypton, which just debuted last night. Episode 1, Season 1. Title of this episode was called... what was it? It was the pilot. It didn't even have a name. It was called the pilot, like most other TV shows do. First time pilot, first run. We're going to see how it goes. A little quick overview of what happened or what's going on. Basically, this is a show that's set years before the destruction of Krypton. So Krypton is still a whole planet. It's still thriving. They still have all of their technology. All of that's going on. Superman's it's basically based around Superman's grandfather, who is Seg-El, and he fights to reclaim the family name and also try not to be extinct before the birth of his grandson, who just happens to be Superman. So it starts out as Seg-El as a child seeing his grandfather, I believe it was, seeing his grandfather executioned because he was trying to tell the people of Kandor City that they are not alone in the universe. There's something out there. It's something out there. It's destroying planets, and soon it will come for Krypton, and it will destroy Krypton too. Everybody thought that he was crazy. There was an old his grandfather is on the scientific console. There are other consoles that they have, but I guess the old one, what they've shown, had got overthrown. So there was a new console that came in, and they didn't want to have anything to do with this lunacy, this craziness that he's talking about, that there's other planets out there, there's other beings out there besides us. It's going to come, it's going to destroy Krypton. So they gave him one last chance to denounce everything that he was saying. Seg-El's grandfather said no. They said, all right then, we gave you a chance. We're going to go ahead and we are going to strip you of your title. We're going to strip you of your rank, and we're going to execute you, basically. So basically the House of El, or the S symbol that everybody has become so familiar with Superman, is actually a family crest. It's the House of El. It's their rank. So their rank got stripped from them, so they were basically nothing. They were lower class. You basically have rights, but you have very little rights. So they stripped them out. Seg-El got to watch his grandfather get executed. Fast forward a couple of years later, the family is still in exile. Seg-El is trying to make ends meet, per se, because his father's working overtime in the military guild. Not really sure what his mother is doing. She's like staying home and everything like that. So, but fast forward to the appearance of Adam Strange, who has come back from the future to tell Seg-El that you are the only person that can prevent your grandson from not existing. So he's like, I'm here to tell you that I am from the future, and you have a destiny to save Krypton, because if you don't save Krypton, then everybody will be destroyed, and the Superman never be born, and then the future will be changed, and all of this crazy stuff. Any of that sound familiar? It should. It's based off of a couple of movies. So he gives Seg-El the crystal, what do they call it? The Sunstone. Call it the Sunstone. Give him that. He finds his grandfather's secret Fortress of Solitude, and then from there he finds out that his grandfather wasn't crazy. There is something out there that's coming. Adam Strange told him, there's something out there. He goes by many names to destroy your worlds, but he goes by Brainiac. So yeah, and he tells him that. So that kind of wraps it up a little bit. He was like, and then he pulls out Superman's cape. He was like, I'm going to tell you, this is your grandson. This belongs to your grandson, Kal-El. Focus on the L, so trying to tell him that your legacy does continue, but there's a couple of things that you have to do to ensure that your grandson's legacy does continue. And then as you see, the cape started deteriorating and everything. So as to say, he doesn't have much time to do whatever it is that he's supposed to do. Maybe he's supposed to win over the council. Maybe he's supposed to get them to, believe what his grandfather was saying, that they're not alone on this planet. And oh no, well, not alone in the universe, and there is something coming to destroy them, and you guys have to get on board, or we're all gonna be extinct. So that's basically a small overview of what happened. It is on Sci-Fi, so it does really have that sci-fi feel. So, the way they did the cinematography and the way they recorded it, everything is, has that sci-fi feel. Almost has like a, I can't really say what to put it to. Not really like a Battlestar Galactica type feel, but it does, have that. This is about a planet and it's in outer space, so it has that outer space feel. Even though there are no aliens, not yet anyway. But it does have that very sci-fi-ish outer space feel when you're watching it, with the cinematography, with the costumes that they chose, with the music in the background that they chose. So Sci-Fi has all of that going. They know their niche, and they know how to make their TV production stand out from anybody else's TV production. So there's that. So yeah, the first pilot, it wasn't a bad pilot in my own personal opinion. It wasn't a bad pilot. It set the groundwork. It set the stage for what they're going to be doing later on in the next couple of episodes. So hopefully it gets better. I don't know. I'm going to give this one a chance. I'm going to stand by this one. I'm going to give this one a couple of more episodes, 2, 3 more episodes, to see where they're going, if they can attain and grasp my interest like the CW shows, or is this going to be another one be like, you know what, I don't think that's for me. I'm going to go ahead and switch that off to the side. So I don't really know. What are your thoughts? Did you see SyFy's Krypton? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think that it should have been less? Did you think there should have been more? Go ahead and put your answers down in the comments below. I would love to see what you guys thought about the pilot. That's all I have for Krypton on today. So, as I said, this has been Sean. This is Boken Inc. And as always, I will see you in the next video.